Alright YouTube, we'll run through a little video here and see how we do this. A new camera, so let's see how it works out here. So we're in the bedroom and we got Flex and Abigail in here. They got a couple little babies left. We had a spawn of about, I want to say 200 eggs, maybe 150, 200 eggs on that rock right behind him. And I think most of them made it through that egg stage, and we had a bunch of wigglers, and I want to say by the time they got to swimming there was maybe 100 or less, and then we're down to about a dozen now. But Flex is doing really well. He just gets prettier by the day, and more attitude. You can see he's getting the red in his cheeks. Big long trailers and nice little hump on his head. He got a lot of red in the top of his hump there. See if we can get this thing to zoom in here. Yeah, but he's super happy with this guy. He's been a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see if we can see Mama back here. There she is. So he's been wailing on her a little bit. But I put a divider in and with a hole in it, and she keeps choosing to be on his side, so it's nothing real bad. But so we're calling her Abigail. My wife named her Abigail. Abigail, she's got a little secret stash of babies over here. You can see them swimming around. And I count maybe 15 or 20 left still. But they're getting to the point where they're swimming around pretty good. And at first I was crushing up some power feed and squirting it in there, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking this is their first run, and the next one will be more successful, so this is good practice. And they seem to be getting along and kind of figuring it out, but she's a really cool fish too. She gets pretty feisty when I get near the tank also. She isn't like, she's got some attitude for sure. Very protective, so's Dad here. But real happy with these fish. They've been a ton of fun. And I think the 125 will keep him for a while, another probably 6 months or so. And you can see how big he is in relation to the tank. He's not, we got plenty of room to grow. I haven't gravel vacked in a while, just because of the babies, but I've been doing water changes like every other day, like 20%, so the nitrates are real low. Yeah, so this tank's been a lot of fun here. Get one more look at him. Sorry, my camera skills kind of suck, but we'll see what this video even looks like. I don't know. It's the first time with this new camera, so. Another big fun part of my hobby has been the camera thing. There's my beautiful daughter, salty as ever. And then so out in the living room, I haven't named these guys yet, but it's the 135, and I got another pair of Umbies in here. And this was the guy that jumped out of the tank. Sorry about the glare, but he's looking really good. He's totally healed up, and his trailers are starting to grow back, and he's pretty skittish on and off. These ones are a lot more skittish, but they're coming around lately, so. And again, plenty of room to grow, I think, in this 135, and see if they'll let me get up on them or not. But this guy's pretty cool, man. He's totally different color due to the substrate and stuff. But I'm noticing in this frickin' camera's heavy. So little Mama, I'm pretty sure this is a female. She's got all the black fins, and I think she's getting ready to lay. Their tubes are just starting to come down. You can see a little bit, and he's really become more outgoing in the last week or so, even being protective. Snapping, flaring and stuff. So he's healed up really good, which I'm happy with. And a lot of blue on him. I'm starting to get some red on his head also. Yeah. And Mama's a good looking little fish, stout, little chubby thing. And I don't know, but I think, she's getting a nice little fat belly, which I would assume she's got some eggs going on in there. Sorry about the reflection, but yeah, these guys are doing real good. Very happy with them also. That reflection sucks. Sorry, guys. And he does his number. He goes and hides in his little castle here. But yeah, tank's doing good. You can at least see the stain on the tank I did now. This camera's a lot better. It's not as dark in here. But yeah, about the stain unfinished and re-finished the whole thing and came out pretty nice. So anyways, these guys are doing real good. And we got my flower horn in here. He's doing real good. I had a little dove-eye in here with him, but wow, the glare really sucks. Let me see if I can close the blinds. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Guess I should have prepared for this prior to shooting. So here's the flower horns doing real well. I had a little dove-eye in here that he was picking on pretty regular, and then the dove-eye turned on him, and you can see a lot of his tail is missing. And I think it was a little female dove-eye that just had enough of it. But he's doing really good. Real happy with him. He's definitely not shy. I mean, he doesn't get spooked, you know. So he's fun to have out here because, you know, the other fish, as soon as someone comes in, they hide, and that's not the case with him. So he's kind of cool to have out here. When company comes over, they can check him out. But yeah, 55's doing good. So we're down to just the flower horn and I got a green phantom plecostomus in here, which you're probably not going to be able to see him, but he's a really good looking little guy, and he doesn't seem to be getting thrashed on too bad by this guy. So again, this is from the dining room. Little 55 with a lot of glare right now. And then this is, go around the bar and in the kitchen where I get my coffee in the morning and check on Fred the flower horn. So let's go in the garage and see how bad my preparation is out there for this video. So I'll start with these, try and get there's two umbies in here. They're umbies I got from Brian that came from Mike that are from Loki. And I think they're two males. And this one potentially maybe is a female still, but it vented a male. And he looks like he's got some trailers on him. And I put him in with the last male I'll show you. And yeah, it was not good. So I don't think it's a... So I gotta kind of take my time and figure out what I'm gonna do with these guys. He's a good looking little guy. You know, if someone sees a video that's interested in some male umbies, I definitely have got my share of them. But they're all kind of washed out because there's no background and there's white paint and stuff. But cool little guy, super healthy, eating, and I don't know, he's gonna let me take a good look at him. So again, I believe it's a male, but there's still, I'm holding out a chance. Not that I'm an expert, but there's a chance that it's a female. But I'm pretty sure. I would say I'm 80% sure it's a male. And this one I got as a male from Brian. He agrees it's a male, but again, he's not totally sure either. This guy's bigger and a little better looking, and he's actually got some pretty long trailers, but he's like major sketch, so he's not going to come out, I'm sure. Then the last umbi I got is in this 180 I set up out here, and I really like this guy. I named him Henry, and he's real cool. He's got a little bit of personality. Sorry again about my camera. I have no idea how this thing works. I would think it would autofocus, but I think it's focusing on the glare. Anyways, let's get in here and see what we can do. He's a cool little guy. He's not too skittish. Come on out here in the light, buddy. Let's see what you look like. Let's take a good look at you. Yeah, so he's cool. Eating good, growing fast. I would like to get a female for him. I was hoping one of these Loki fish would be a female. He's a Magnuson beast fish, same as the other 4 umbies in the house. I'm sorry, the other 2 male umbies in the house, and the other 2 females are Loki females. So different bloodline. So not that I'm in it for breeding, but it is, you know, maybe someday we'll see. So this guy's doing real well, and he's got a big giant 180-gallon tank all to himself. Which, I'll probably make better use of this at some point. Just, you know, trying to figure it out and be patient, not rush. But yeah, Mike, there's what your guys are growing up to look like. I'm real happy with them, and thanks Mike and thanks Brian for helping me to get these really cool fish. And keep this guy and grow him out, and maybe find him a girlfriend. We'll see here. Alright, so the last one is the 240 over here. Which I got about 15 Dovai and about 15 Midas in here, a couple Plecostomus and a couple Loaches. And what I'm going to do is get rid of the Midas altogether. I got the last of Mike's Midas, and I'm pretty sure they're all females. And I kind of was impatient and didn't. So I think I'm going to pass them along. If somebody's interested in them, let me know. I'm not much of a shipper, but I worked out something with the local fish store. They may buy them from me there. They only want to give me $2 a fish, which is a joke, but I don't know, man. I don't see selling locally and having people over my house. I'm just not in it for all that. And driving 2 hours to the airport to sell $100 for the fish is not even worth the time, I don't think. So, but anyways, out of all this is the guy I'm going to keep and try and get him to. I think he's paired up with a female, because there's this one here that he's hanging out with constantly. I'm not sure which one it is, but one of them. But he is a real good looking boy. He's really a lot bluer than the rest of them, and quite a bit bigger and quite a bit more aggressive, very dominant. I think he actually ate one of the Midas not too long ago. He was missing for a few days, and I found him inside of this thing with one of those little guys in his choppers. And I don't think he got him down, but it's definitely time to move on, But you can see he's got a big fat head on him, and you could see, if I can get it to zoom in, he's got some pretty nasty teeth coming in already. Come on. So anyways, you can see that he's got some fangs coming in on him, and I think this is a female he's hanging out with, either this one or this one. I think all the girls are flocking to him here. So I'm going to keep him, and maybe I can get him to pair up with a female out of here, and this will just be his pad. Midas are actually really good looking fish. I just don't see any indication that there's any males. I think they're all females. Not one of them has a decent hump on their head, and again, I haven't vented them, but that's what I think. Somebody was asking me the other day how I keep them cool in the garage. Well, I mean, let's see if you can see this thing or not. Nope. The tank's 81.3, and the temperature in the garage, it says 85, which isn't true. It's got to be 90 degrees in here, and outside it's a solid 100. So I think the tank's, the movement of the sump, and I have some fans on there, keeps the garage down about 90, and then the tank's around 80. They go from 78 to 82 depending on the time of day, but just evaporative cooling keeps my tanks cool in here, and it seems to work on all these tanks. You can see on the 180 I got a big circulation pump, and it's blowing up at the top, and I have egg crate with a fan blowing down, and this tank is at, let's see if I can get it to zoom in here. No, it's at 82. And same with these guys. I just have a pump blowing up at the top with the egg crate, and then a fan blowing down. Yep. So that's what's going on with the tanks, and we're getting close to the 15-minute deal here, so going good. Thanks for watching if you are.